guys, Headies is gonna be like so loud this year, and that is what a lot of people are looking at. Looking at this category where we have Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy, and Olamide battling for the best male artist of the year at the Headies. I think it's gonna be all interesting, but already I'm looking at Wizkid to winning that category based on the performance of Made in Lagos album in recent time, and this particular album is still topping charts in US, 80 weeks on charts on Billboard 100. That is actually a huge and a big number, the longest to have achieved that in Nigeria. And one thing you need to look at is somehow Headies is a local award compared to the Grammys and other things. And also looking at the nominations of Zazouze Krona, Singer Portable, getting 2 nominations into 2 categories, and then a lot of people are looking at it like Kiss Daniel, who made some fantastic songs in 2021, 2022, is not getting that huge recognition, only a nomination. That is actually partial according to some people, what I'm saying being discussed on social media. But I'm taking a toll at this category, the best male awards, and I'm also looking at the actions of Zazouze Krona, that is Singer Portable, in recent time, because that should not be encouraged. Giving the award to Zazouze Krona is like encouraging that kind of act. That is something I believe about that, though he has apologized in recent time, spoke about like, man, he's very sorry and all those things. I think they need to curtail him right now. Recently had an accident again. Why always Singer Portable in controversial situation? Why? That is what people are now asking at a point like this. And somebody even commented in one of my videos talking about Zazouze Krona, that is Singer Portable, being kind of reported to the police by the Headies organizer, and somehow they said he should not be allowed to defend himself. He should be disqualified and all these kind of things. He should be barred from that. He should be like suspended from that. In US and other countries where they take this thing serious, I think they will just give Zazouze Krona a life ban. That is something I just believe, because you don't make such a reckless statement because you got a nomination, because you got the hype from the streets. Instead of you to appreciate the love the streets is giving to you, you are busy declaring your, those achievements to yourself. Without the streets, without the likes of Olamide, without Pokoli, without Kobagidi, I think this guy wouldn't have been heard. According to what he said at an interview, he said something like he made over 400 songs. Nobody heard that, and immediately Olamide jumped into a song with him, and he got heard. And instead of him to be appreciative, thankful to God and other things, man, this guy just did misbehave within the society. Getting Headies nomination is a plus to his career, but he wants to destroy it with his mouth. That is something we are seeing at a point like this. And Headies giving Zazouze Krona an award, we encourage such kind of thing. Away from that, let's talk about some other things, like the Headies having Davido and others in category. That is sweet. And let's look. I'm already bidding now, a person of Wizkid to winning that category. Let's still look at other things at a point like this, and this is boiling down to the Headies also. Check slams the Headies for snubbing him once again. They did that before, but this time around they are doing this again, and it's not really happy about that. Nigerian hip-hop artist has slammed the Headies for not recognizing him in the rap category. He took to Twitter to rant after they unveiled the nominees list, and once again he wasn't recognized. According to Check, their refusal to acknowledge him is the reason hip-hop has remained stagnant in Nigeria. He also informed that he will continue dropping hits even though he doesn't get his flowers from them. That is coming in from singer Check at a point like this. And I was discussing with somebody around, I think about 4 days ago, and the person we were speaking about Check. What kind of category do we classify him now? Is he rap category and all those things? And the person said, man, he doesn't know how to classify Check right now, based on the rules guiding rap. Does not know how to classify him. I think they should bring out a category for these guys. Let's talk about the Grammy for a while. Grammy has categories of the Latino and other categories, but they are not giving huge recognition to Afrobeat. That is what many people they are talking about in recent times, saying that they should make a category for Afrobeats, and then so that Nigerian artists, African artists can come into this category and compete for it. That is one thing that I'm looking at a point like this, because Africa, they deserve a category at the Grammys. Yes, so some people came out to say Wizkid is the most influential artist in Nigeria. That is coming in as a reaction to Wizkid taking Maven Overdose to #1 on Apple chart. That is a huge and a big number. Twitter is going crazy with the reaction after Wizkid took Maven Overdose to #1 on Apple chart with a single hype from him. This Twitter don't bust, and that is what it is for this kind of a class of artists. And people were quick to say, man, this guy, nine big parts of Dogu and Wizkid and Davido and others in that industry. But I don't want to say Davido is bigger than Odogu or Dogu is bigger than Davido. What I want to look at is, yes, these guys, they command a lot of influence. I think we should be weaving this influence into positive, kind of vibes, into like positive drives within our society, because Nigeria is experiencing a kind of a bad governance. I think driving this kind of influence into most of this we give us positive Nigeria. That is something I believe about that. And people are saying that ASU is being on strike, and the likes of Wizkid, the likes of Davido, the likes of Burna Boy, the likes of Rema, and a lot of others should use their influence to protest against these kind of things. Politicians are already getting involved in buying forms, primary forms, sorting themselves out, paying for kind of votes as much as 5 million naira, and that is a huge embarrassment to a country. And the likes of Cubana Chief Priest was able to join this ASU student to protest, and I think celebrities should actually join also, because they are making mess of our educational system. You don't need no other body. Yes, a particular video is making around on social media. I don't want to put the video on this screen right now, because I may be violating some policies. I don't want to do that again. Tems and Irasta, they were hanging around some friends, having fun time at a pool in US. And I think yes, people they expect such kind of act from Tems. She was smoking in a video, and that was really embarrassing to a lot of people who believe that Tems is such a darling. And I think she's a bad girl to understand. All the same, but she's still talented. She's making us proud across US, and a lot of people are getting themselves involved in her act. I think we are accepting her act. When she first of all started singing, I heard her on radio. I was like, man, this kind of style of singing, coming in from a Nigerian, that is a fantastic one. We'll go some places. But my friend was like, man, we don't need this one for Nigeria and all those kind of things. But thank God for the acceptance. I think Wizkid played a huge part in her career. I think she is always grateful to Wizkid any day, anytime. Only you feel on my body. Before I jump off, finally, I want to take out this time to really appreciate you guys for watching my videos and sharing them across social media platforms. You can go and check me out on other social media platforms, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and be a part of the great discussion. I love you guys. Keep supporting Free West Deep. Keep sharing my videos.